feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.
The following is a presentation of the DADDgamer Football League.
It's Madden NFL 23, and up next are the Texans' rocket arm quarterback. As he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more, it's the Texans and the Patriots on Thursday night.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, the stage is set for our final Thursday night game of the year between the New England Patriots and the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at the Patriots, you figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after them.
Stadium in Houston. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here come the Patriots now on offense. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Right to the air is Rodgers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The numbers for Brown from a week ago, 5 catches, 86 yards.
And that put him over 1,000 yards for the season. And the benchmark for running backs, 1,000 yards. The same for receivers. When you have that kind of a year, you've had a monster one.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. To throw, it's Rodgers. He gets this one to Boyd. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And I like his honesty because when we sat down with him, I mean, he was the first one to say that was on me last week, a really poor performance. Way too many interceptions, didn't find the end zone throwing the ball, put his defense and his special teams in some real jeopardy, but somehow they won the game.
They won.
Yeah, what I loved about is when he told us about the defense kind of corralling him in the locker room and said, all right, my man, we're not going to do that again this week, are we?
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at
To throw again on second down. Thomas able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he goes out right around the 39. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. The Texans in trouble to start play, 6-8 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Thomas. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 39. 23 yards the pickup there.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Thomas. And that'll be incomplete. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the Patriots are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Cook. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw. Thomas. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots, and here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd, here's Algier. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. This is going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job there. Picking it up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will stay a 4-point game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Callahan. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Thomas. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Thomas. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Butker's kick here is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So no problems at all on that one, and you know there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. New England's offense set to go. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Rodgers throw. Now Brown, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. To throw is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Texans will take over. Houston set to take over. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped, so let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st down, Thomas. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Thomas. And that is incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Thomas. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now out come the Patriots. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Rodgers now on 1st down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Here's Rodgers to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Rodgers again now. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on second down. Rodgers, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Now Rodgers. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here into the hands of Boyd. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. George Kittle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Gano now to add the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Thomas now. A final shot before break. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we're into the final 3 weeks of the NFL season. A lot of races going to be coming right down to the wire. Before we get it back to you guys, let's check out what we have coming up this weekend on the Week 16 NFL slate. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as they'll square off against the Miami Dolphins. Then later, they'll let the humidity die down just a bit in Jacksonville, a late start, where it'll be the Jaguars taking on the Buffalo Bills. And lastly, we'll all be tuned in on Monday night for what should be a great one. between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for New England. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
At the 29-yard line.
On second down, Callahan. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It's 3rd and 10.
Now Thomas to throw on third down. And he wisely will throw that one away. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now Rodgers got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. This will be caught by Brown. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Gano for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. And now out comes Houston. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Open man here is Conklin.
Thomas's pass complete to Tyler Conklin. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down now, Callahan. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Thomas. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Starting the drive with Algier. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So first down, and they'll stick with Algier. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Here's Thomas. He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll run on first down. Callahan, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now here's a throw that's complete. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Looking to throw. Thomas. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Thomas. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. He completes it to Boyd. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 3rd and 4 now. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Operating from the gun, Thomas. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Here's Thomas. Throwing on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 43. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw again on 2nd down. Thomas, he finds his man. Complete. That's Grant. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now a handoff up the middle. Callahan. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
The Texans on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Gets around him.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Ball carried by number 24. He was brought down to the 28-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Rodgers now on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Dances by him. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
Rodgers now to throw. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyler Boyd from 4 yards out.
And the Patriots are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that will make this a 19-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Houston set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Brought down that time by Quay Walker. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Operating from the gun, Thomas. And Watson has it right side. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Thomas. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Operating from the gun, Thomas. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Houston. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Algier going straight ahead.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Algier will try to pick it up.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll try to field goal now with Graham Gano. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will stay a 12-point game.
Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
So now the Texans down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Throwing to start the drive. Thomas. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. After the sack on first down, Thomas to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Thomas on third down. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Incomplete.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
Holding.
Let's check in with the referee. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Algier now up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's Algier. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
First down, New England.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Patriots, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.